the advantages down there in the bottom side, so Skarner going to have a lot of prio there. Top side, we'll see how Clear plays this one out into Kingan's Gwen. He's eating a Doran's shield now as well.
Ooh, he might get eaten, though. As Gideon looking to come in here, as there is the flash. It's the slow, and that's going to be enough. Gideon going to take first blood here on the Xin Zhao, and it's a brilliant start for Nongshim.
Huge win here. Type unlocked.
Very interesting. As the handshake comes through, Lahen's taking a fair bit of damage. There is the flash into the pulverizers. Diablo did not pick up turret aggro, but Gideon's here. Diablo's going to see whether he can kill Jiu, but he's going to miss the hail of arrows, and that is going to be a second one for the Xin Zhao. Cancel that back. We do have the dragon started up here by BNK. There's still 1,000 gold down, though. There's 2 early kills here for the Xin Zhao. So scary. But they're utilizing, Gideon's going to have so much control.
They're utilizing that lane prio that we talked about in draft really well down here on the bottom side. So Raptor knows this is where they're going to have a big edge. This is where they can push for those big leads. And they've utilized where Gideon is on the map quite well to at least get this objective early. They won't be able to contest these grubs, however. And hence,
yeah, he's hex flashing in. Vikla in trouble once more as he unbinds the soul, pops back, and then dashes forward with the Q. He's going to be all right. Kellen comes over. That's going to be 3 grubs on the way here for Gideon. Locks that one up very comfortably.
Is the lead here for Diablo. The prio got them a dragon, but it didn't stop the grubs from going over as Lahen's is here again. Yeah,
Heba Pulp going to come in as Vikla is just dead once more. That's a killing spree over to the Xin Zhao, and this Yone is not working.
Here is an all-in?
Yeah, throws down the ulti. Does have cleanse up and available as in comes the Realm Warp, but Raptor just gets rid of Calyx immediately, and the Impale is going to lock down the cow. Diablo doesn't get the kill, but Raptor is happy to pick that one up, and BNK, beautiful defensive play.
Yeah, not 100% sold on this call. You had the Realm Warp, but I don't think this one's on Gio. You know, he's got the angle. He knows he has the ult on 2.
Well, is the optimal target. Maybe a little bit unfortunate as far as Realm Warp positioning is. Lahen's, he's pulverizing again. Gideon wanting to make his way over as now there's no equalizer and no hope as Kingan gonna lock that one down. And Lahen's going to 3 games. They do not get 2-0'd. But sometimes they have whoopsies. This is going to be another example of said whoopsie, as Gideon is a lot further ahead than Raptor. Raptor, though, does manage to count the 1-2-3 knockup and then gets himself out of there. Still, it was only 1 grub picked up by BNK, and it should be 5-1.
Didn't even get the Heartsteel stack.
Oh no, that's a tragedy.
Big miss. Went for the PTA. See what else he builds here. Is Clear's gonna ult this wave. Yeah. And still die.
Yeah, he's very, very dead. The equalizer doesn't do very much other than clear out the minions.
That has a 500 gold lead. Gwen that has a 1,000 gold lead. They both have 5 grubs. Look at Kingan go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll race for turret. No, I don't think so. I think you lose that race, but at least they're gonna look for a second dragon. It's Cloud Soul. So small victories here for BNK, but beats of strength on the menu.
Yep. That is going to be the turret being taken down here by Nongshim. There it goes. As Vikla does manage to find an okay trade here into Calyx.
Quite unusual draft in terms of how they're utilizing the Zeri pick. But
Kellen. The handshake does come through, but the wind becomes lightning does, and unfortunately he goes the same side as Gideon, as there is the equalizer. Sorry, not the equalizer, the Impale, as Diablo's over the wall, but so is Kingan. The needlework is good, and where did the Varus go? Clear will turn up, but unfortunately they don't have their AD carry. That is a decent ulti from Vikla, though, as Kingan will be taken down, and now Clear gets in amongst it. Raptor's there as well, and it is going to now be a 3v3 as Calyx turns up, and Jiu in the top lane.
Okay, can't even cross-map that one. Maybe look for a dive here past this turret. They say no. It's just going to be a freebie for Nongshim.
Yep. And that could then be used in the mid lane, try and deny this dragon stacking.
BNK just don't have enough information to try to punish that reset. Nongshim know it, so they get away with it. Get a better, more secure dragon take. And look like they're going to get mid-turret as well. As Gio's just going to take it out.
Yep, so there is turret number 2 going on over the Drake at the same time. They get a crash on the top side, and this bottom lane outer turret is very, very low. But it looks like BNK unable to actually trade anything other than that. Them around the map. This macro play is gorgeous, as Gio not going to get caught because he can skate through walls.
Take a look for a turn here.
Oh, Clear. It's basically find a teleport angle. Let's see. Because Kellen, if he gets on this with a really good ulti, that could be a whole lot of value. As it's Ruinous Archon, remember, that's going to go down. It's now BNK looking for it. There is a decent angle on the ulti from Vikla as they lock down Lahen's. There's 2 kills already here for BNK. The knock up onto is good as Vikla dives on forward. Clear and Diablo are getting low though, and Gio pops off! The answer is there, it's a Quadra as Calix, the last man standing. Is very used to in the game, where he gets his certification and is pretty psyched about it, as Clear is going to chase down Calix. Raptor going to join in as well, as I think the Rise is just dead. There he goes. No assist going over to Diablo, unfortunately, but there is something back here for BNK. As, all right, we look for a bit of an angle on Vikla's side. Kingan's in so much trouble, actually. Another knock-up, and he's almost just straight up dead.
Yeah, I was actually worried for Vikla initially there.
You hear?
He's got his Immortal Shield Bow now. See if that helps.
Oh dear, there's a knockup. They think they've got a bit of a catch here as they deliver Gideon to the team. Not sure about that one as the bailout doesn't quite work, but down goes the Varus. Kellen is barely surviving as Vikla looks for an ulti on a Gio, but doesn't get it. It's a big shield, but not big enough as the ram into the wall under the cow. It's clear he's going to be able to barbecue him, but now the rest of them, they need to get the hell out and the hell out fast.
They are so doomed if they do not get out, and they will. At least two of them survive, Raptor and Kellen. Nongshim are just going to turn this into their second Cloud Drake of the game.
The enemy team.
Yeah, it's a tricky Varus angle for sure.
Yeah.
Great in lane, though.
Well, Calix has found Kellen, who just explodes. And now Wind becomes lightning. There's the extendo beam as well. Decent impale as they do look to try and take down Gideon, but he goes into that circle. In goes Vikla as well, though. And down goes the cow as now Diablo wants to find it. He flashes, but it's not going to be enough to take down Calix, and they are too far behind, ladies and gentlemen. It's a double kill over to this Rise, and now I think Nongshim can just grab themselves a Baron.
Diablo, man, he's one man against the world in this game. He's trying his best. His positioning is good. His Clear wants to come over here and look for a denied, but he does not have his ultimate. He does not have flash, and he is likely dead.
Yes.
He's very dead. Man, this game is really off the rails here for me. Yeah, this Rise kind of doing the boom boom.
Okay, well, the Baron is down to 3K as we jump back to live. It's now dead as Kingan's over the wall. I'm not sure about Raptor's positioning in this fight. I think he's just going to die as now Gideon looking to find even more. As Diablo in melee range is certainly something that's going to be difficult to contend with as Kingan over the wall. Vikla looks to try and take him out as Gio, he's going to get another kill at the same time. And look at that health bar. He is extremely happy with the game state right now. It's a triple kill for Calix. And yeah, BNK, I think they are not going to be in this game for very much longer, as there's a nice little knock-up. He still had ulti, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Gideon was apprehensive, and he should have been.
Yeah.
But I think they'll take the extended back here, the back delay, for Nexus. I think they'll take the trade. I think they're very happy with how this draft played out in game one. Nongshim with a huge win here.
Yep, and Vikla doesn't even go back to his soul. He just goes up to the heavens. As Calix and Gio have got enough damage to deal with Raptor, although that's a nice impale, and Gio's just dead. So maybe the Nexus will live for a little longer.
I really want to talk about Diablo, but I guess we won't get a chance to.
Well, Raptor is trying to get bailed out. Chains of Corruption coming on in there as Diablo headbutt pulls, and then he's not able to do auto attacks. Still, there is no follow-up as the Realm Warp does absolutely nothing. This is, it's gone strange. The game has gone strange, Wolf.
It has gone strange, but we have to remember ultimately this is a third and now sole point here, Cloud Dragon for Nongshim. They already have a, basically essentially 10,000 gold lead here. He's like identified himself as the main character, and it's not main character syndrome, it's just the truth.
Yes, he has to. He has to be the one to get it done. I think Vikla has actually had a better closing out of the game thus far as well, but I think really some costly mistakes in the early game were not exactly helping out the BNK win conditions. All right, there's the flash in from Gideon, finds an ulti, but ultimately doesn't really do very much of anything at all as the bailout is actually going to work. Diablo goes golden, but I think he's still dead. There he goes. And BNK, they are going to be able to go out with a bang, but go out they will, as it's Gio to finish off the ace, and Nongshim with their Exodia composition.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.